It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup, and is brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Van's Barbecue, and First Southern Bank.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn & Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South Fair Street right here in Jesup.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be, a small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the big dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Hi, I'm Raymond Brown.
And I'm Mandy Yeomans. At First Southern Bank, our customers are like family. As a locally owned community bank, we're dedicated to helping our clients succeed.
We have loans for every need, whether it's personal or business. We have lines of credit, auto loans, equipment loans, and of course, we offer mortgages. Stop by our bank or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Bob, how you doing?
I'm good.
Man, that big win last night for Wayne County in varsity baseball action.
Need two more.
Two more, and we'll be region champs tonight or late this afternoon at 6 o'clock there in Berkeley, Georgia against Southeast Bullock, and then back at home on Thursday. And then playoffs begin next Monday, right? State playoffs.
Monday, yep.
Okay. Well, this morning we've got Mitch Beverly here in town in the studio with us. Mitch, how you doing?
Doing great.
Doing great. Everybody knows Mitch Beverly. Had Beverly Tire and Oil for, well, what, the last 230 years? Something like that?
30 years.
30 years?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I added a couple hundred to it there. So you had it for a long time there. Of course, we all remember it being there on Orange Street at the railroad tracks in downtown Jesup, and then you moved out there on the Savannah Highway.
Yes, sir.
And you have the person that has purchased the business from you. We got Matt Hunt in here this morning. He is now the owner of Beverly Tire and Oil. You keeping the same name there, huh?
Yes, sir.
I would too.
Well, we're in the process of changing it, but not.
Oh, you
because,
are going to change
because
it?
we don't like the Beverly name at all.
Well, thank you for that.
Because that's a.
You just want to name it after yourself? What's it going to be
Oh
called?
no, we're actually changing it to Wayne County Tire and Service.
Oh, Wayne County Tire and Service.
So we're big on community, but at the same time, the Beverly name is big shoes to fill. So.
Oh, definitely.
Thank
Yeah.
y'all.
I mean, a lot of folks have purchased tires from Mitch Beverly through the last 30 years.
And he's probably remembered every one of their names.
It's a lot better than I can. I have a hard time remembering.
You and me both.
Been a gift. It's been a blessing.
All right. Y'all requested to be on here for a while this morning. And Mitch Beverly, you started the business, what you said, 30 years ago. Is that correct? In 93, 92?
I was employed there for 12 years before we bought it in 1992.
Okay.
Mr. Norris Allen hired me in 1979.
Okay.
And then when he sold the business a couple of years later, I was employed by the Smith family from Savannah until 92 is when we bought it.
And when you bought it, 92, that's when I bought the radio station, was 92.
Good year.
Yeah, 31 years ago.
That's right.
Yes, sir. And so you worked there for a long time, and you bought the business. Tell us your experiences of owning Beverly Tire and Oil for all these years.
Butch, it's been a blessing. We have made many friends and had many, many wonderful customers. And I appreciate this opportunity to tell each and every one thank you for all the blessings that. First, I want to thank God for all the blessings that He's given us. And I want to thank all of our many customers for all the business and the friendships that we have had all through the years.
Okay. And go ahead.
And look forward to everyone doing business with the Hunt family.
Okay, so you've retired. Is that it, Mitch?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have now retired, and just going to take it easy and let the younger generation take over, right?
Amen.
Kind of like you did back 30 years ago.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And so had you been in business of any type before you bought the Tire and Oil?
No, sir, nothing other than I was blessed to work with some extremely good employers.
Mm-hmm.
And while we're mentioning employers, I also wanted to thank all the employees that we've have had through the years, and all the dedication they've had to our business, and the friendships that we've all made through the years.
Okay.
I want to thank you. Not going to call any names because I might leave somebody out.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to thank every one of them.
Yeah. 30 years of being in business, lots of customers and clients and friends and helping people out. When something goes wrong with the tire on your vehicle, you got to have that taken care of quickly. And I know that you're always there to help.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Okay. And so how did you go about offering your business when you decided you wanted to retire to Matt here?
Just as Matt mentioned earlier, just a word of mouth. Just put it that first off, prayer for God to send us the people that He would have us to have the business transferred to, who would take care of our folks like we have tried to do through the years, which He did. But we put it out word of mouth, and just happened to mention it to Matt. And
so he mentioned it to you, Matt Hunt, and were you expecting that? You knew it was coming around, or
no.
Did you ask him, why did you think of me, or what?
No, I was just up there singing about something else, probably about tires.
Yeah, more than likely.
Right. And then he's like, hey, you got a second? And so I'm like, yeah, sure. So we went in the office and sit down there, and he said, and he just brought that up, and he said, would you be interested in buying a tire shop? And I was like, hadn't thought about it. You know? I was like, I definitely had to pray about that one. But,
so what were you doing when he offered that to you?
Well, I do a number of things, nothing full time, because I've had some medical issues.
All right, so you do this, that, and the other?
This, that, and the other as I can.
Yeah,
and then,
I know that you did landscaping back in the 90s, because you did my yard there on Oren Way back in the boon, back
a long time ago.
Long time ago. And that's, you did a fantastic job, and everything that you've planted there is still continuing to grow. I don't own the house anymore, but I do go by there every so often when I drop my grandsons off to swim, and I get to see the fruits of your labor there just growing away there in that front yard.
Thank you. But but anyway, I do work. But it's as the ability comes about, and I do that. So what I'm doing over there is I'm just shop manager. My son Christopher has I set him up as the manager.
Now you've got two sons that you brought into the business. Now your oldest son is Christopher. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, Christopher's my oldest, and then Jonathan's my youngest. And Jonathan starts the end of the month, and he'll be working out in the shop, learning the trades.
So Christopher is the manager.
Yes. And
you're the owner, and you got your other son that's coming in to run the shop. Is that correct?
But my other son also, because he's into banking. And I know that's seems like a weird switch going from banking to working in the shop, but he's also going to be doing our I guess bookkeeping kind of.
Which son's that?
Jonathan.
Okay, you got Christopher, who's the manager, and
Jonathan. And Jonathan works at the Interstate right now, and he's going to come on at the end of the month, and he'll be helping out with the closing out the books and doing stuff like that, because that's his other thing. He likes to put his hands to things and do things, but he also likes to do that that dig in and do the numbers and stuff like that. He enjoys that.
Okay. We've got Mitch Beverly in here this morning along with Matt Hunt. Mitch Beverly recently sold Beverly Tire and Oil to Matt, and it's located. How do you tell folks to get to your business? What do you say? Here's how you get there.
Well, we're at 2639 Savannah Highway. We're right across the street from Captain Joe's and the Lay's Place and Corson's Carpet.
Okay.
And so basically you can Google us. We're getting ready to put up a new sign on the front of the building there. It'll make it real obvious. There's 2 signs. There'll be 2 signs out there, so you can't miss us.
All right. And you're changing the name. What's the name of the business going to be now?
We're going to change it to Wayne County Tire and Service.
Wayne County Tire and
Wayne
Service?
County.
Or Wayne Tire and Service?
Wayne County.
Wayne County Tire
We're
and
about
Service.
community. We were big with community and about being involved with the community, so we thought that would be a good name to go with.
Okay. Wayne County Tire and Services. And what kind of services do you provide there?
Oh my, we do suspension and brakes, oil changes, of course, tires. What's some other? I mean, the list goes on quite a bit. It's minor repairs and maintenance.
Services.
Minor what? Mitch?
Minor auto services.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And you're really getting to promoting the oil changes there too, because you've run a couple of specials with us on that. And
yes, we have.
And trying to get folks say, hey, we do oil changes here.
That's right, oil changes and alignments.
Mm-hmm.
So we do a number of automobile things. We handle all kinds of tires, whether it be lawnmower tires or tractor tires or 4-wheeler tires, golf cart tires.
You do all the tires.
We do all the tires.
If it's tires, you do it.
If it's tires, we do it. That's it.
Now, do you have certain brand names that you feature, or what do you do? And when it comes to tires, is it a certain brand, that you kind of push, or do you just kind of
how would you word that, Mitch?
We offer about any brand. Hercules is a brand that we have exclusively, but
it is American-made tires.
Right.
Okay.
With the great warranties, great performance. Each dealer has a certain brand that they kind of home in on,
right?
And we don't try to cross the line with the others.
Okay, so you try to keep it in your own certain line there.
Keep it in line. Jesup Tire has their brand that they have an exclusive on,
right?
And we have one that we have an exclusive on, but most all others are available to all dealers.
Okay. Yeah. All right, we got Mitch Beverly and Matt Hunt in here this morning. Mitch Beverly recently, in the last few months, have sold the business to Matt Hunt. And you kind of draw information and advice from him, Matt?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I told Mitch when we bought the place, I said, you're probably going to have to just keep your phone on speakerphone, so that way we can just talk to you when we need to,
Because you'd never been in the business before. And so you've got this great mentor here to help.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the one benefit there was Christopher was able to, because of the person, one of their people there had to leave at the end of the summer. And so I told Christopher, my oldest, I said, Chris, you ought to go fill that position, because at that point we had decided to go forward with it. Mm-hmm. I said, that way Mitch can really, mentor you and bring you into the fold, so as you would say, to learn what he does. Now, granted, he didn't get it all, but he's very smart, and he's gleaned a lot from Mitch.
Now, Mitch, was it important to you to just to sell the business, to see it still going, or did you think about, I'm just going to close up shop and go to the front porch?
No, just closing it never crossed my mind.
Never did, huh?
No, sir. We wanted it to continue because it had been a blessing to us for many years, and we wanted it to continue to be a blessing to someone deserving. Mm-hmm. It has been blessings to previous owners, Mr. Earl Colvin, Mr. Norris Allen, Smith Service Oil Company, and then
when did it start then? Under what name?
It started, and if someone knows anything any different than this, please correct me, because I would like to know. But Mr. Earl Colvin was the founder of the business, to the best of my knowledge, probably sometime in the late 40s.
Wow.
According to some employees that were there when I started.
Okay. So it started way back then, and then I guess it changed names through the years?
Right. Mr. Colvin sold it to Mr. Norris Allen, I'm thinking in 1970. And then Mr. Allen employed me in 79. And then the Smith family from Savannah bought the business in Mr. Allen sold it to the Smiths somewhere around 80, 81.
Okay.
And then I was employed by them for 12 years, and then they sold it to us in 92.
Okay. All right, and so now you've sold it to Matt Hunt, and his two sons are going to be working there with him to keep that great tradition going that started back in the late 40s.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to it.
That is good. That is good. Anything else that you want to add this morning there, Mitch?
Well, I just want to say thank you again to everyone who's been a friend and customer of ours through the years, and once again invite them to continue to do business with the company, and also want to thank all the employees again.
You know, not that it didn't seem that, I'm not sure how many years it's been, but it doesn't seem that long ago that you moved from Orange Street out to the Savannah Highway. Why did you decide to do that?
Oh, I was hoping you would ask that question. Because I want to have an opportunity to explain that to you.
Explain it to us there, Mitch.
We didn't own the property uptown. That property had always been owned by the railroad.
Okay.
But the facility was owned by the company. There was no room for expansion there, and we knew if we wanted to continue to grow, we had to have some more space. One day, one afternoon, Mr. Ray Stevens walked into our business and said, I want to talk with you when you have time. So in just a few minutes, we had time, and he said, Mom and I have been wanted to ask you if you would be interested in buying our business. Well, I was astounded because I had ridden by there for years.
Now, business or the property?
The whole thing.
The whole thing?
The whole thing,
okay.
Yes, sir. The business and the property.
Okay.
I had ridden by there for years and just said, Lord, that would be a nice place to have our business.
Now, what kind of business was it?
It was an oil company.
Oil company.
Yes,
sold wholesale oil, gas, that kind of stuff.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
All right.
When he said that, I immediately said yes. I said,
don't give him a chance to get away.
the human side of me says yes right now, but I have to discuss this with our family, and we all pray about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, apparently y'all have prayed about it or you wouldn't be here. And he said, that's right. So they gave us the opportunity to buy that business, and we built a new shop there and went out there.
Okay.
And that has really been a good move.
Do you still operate the oil business out of it, or?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, we don't right now.
Mm-hmm.
Matt and his family are going to be going back into the oil.
They are going
business,
back into it.
I hope I'm not horning in on you any here.
One of the things I was going to mention before we
okay
make sure it's out there that we are going to start especially probably going to start off with the diesel.
Now, tell us about how that works.
Well, Mitch could probably fill you in more of how that works.
Yeah,
it's just basically.
Is it wholesale? Is it retail? Do people drive out there? Do you sell to service stations? How does that work?
Maybe I can. Some of all of what you just mentioned.
Oh, okay. I just covered it all right there.
That's right.
Yes, sir. But it's mostly carried out in tank wagon trucks.
Right. That's what I thought.
It comes in bulk, and we distribute it out to the various locations: farmers, loggers, constructions, individuals, whoever's in need. And we do have a facility there that we would fill trucks that came in for fuel, like chip trucks, log trucks,
okay,
whatever
right
would need.
Okay.
I got sick in 21, and we chose to to not do the oil company because my son Cheston was the only manager there, and he had some assistant to help him.
Right.
Extremely good assistants, and but he said, "Dad, well, I can't do both." He said, "So I prefer to do the tire business," and so we closed the oil company temporarily.
Okay, but Matt, you're going to start it back again. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Matter of fact, real soon. We're in the process of getting everything lined up and running, and all the inspections that have to be done, and drivers and all that good stuff.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Just guys, do this, Mitch, because Joyce wouldn't let me live this down if I didn't do it. Okay. It says Mitch Beverly is one of my cousins, and I love him very, very, very much. From Joyce Beaver.
Thank you, Joyce. I love you too.
Had to get that in there. Joyce would have got on to me, so I had to put it on there. You can always text in stuff to our main business line at 912-427-3711. Well, Matt, we wish you the best and good luck. You can say whatever you want. We got time.
Major thing coming up.
Go right ahead. It's your time.
May the 2nd, we are doing a I don't know if you want to call it a grand opening or a re-grand opening, but we're doing some remodeling and the new signage and all that stuff. So on May 2nd at 10 o'clock, we are doing a grand opening.
Okay. What day of the week is that?
That is on a Tuesday. We made it at 10 because we didn't want to conflict with, I think, Kiwanis and some other things are going on around 12. So please come out.
So it's going to be a big grand opening, ribbon cutting, that kind of stuff for the
Chamber's going to be there.
Wayne County Tire and Oil, right?
Wayne County Tire and Service.
Wayne County Tire and Service.
Yeah, everybody will probably call it Wayne County Tire, which is fine with us.
Okay. All right.
Rolls off the tongue pretty easy.
Well, it sounds like you got some good ideas, and so you're thinking to the future. You're bringing back the oil, getting the name to the Wayne County Tire and Service, and we wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
And Mitch, we wish you the best in retirement.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Anything else that you want to add?
Thank you for having us.
Okay. All right. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you.
All right. Bob, any questions or comments for
I
us?
was just curious, you got any big plans for retirement?
We do it.
Come work for us.
As needed. As needed.
Works for me.
That was agreement in the beginning. We do intend to travel some. We've got some plans. Our baby daughter she and her husband live in New Mexico, and we're going to do some of that traveling.
Do some traveling, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And someone just texted in, good luck to Mitch. I started buying from you in 1980 from Tim Manning.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys take care. Mitch, I guess we'll see you moseying around town somewhere. And, of course, we'll be working with you, Matt, helping you promote your business.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
105.5 FM Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. We've got more of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show coming your way in just a moment.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast. Will be sunny today. Light north winds 5 to 10, high of 80. Clear low 50s for tonight. Sunny mid-80s tomorrow, mid-50s tomorrow night. Thursday, sunshine mid-80s. Friday, sunshine mid-80s. Saturday, mostly sunny, but a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly in the afternoon. High Saturday in the mid-80s. Georgia Chief Meteorologist John Weatherby in the GNN Weather Center.
Well, it's good to see that, if you have a business where the person wants to retire, Bob, that someone can come in and keep it going,
And like I said, I just told them it's been an institution for Wayne County for many years.
I mean, that particular tire business started back in the late 40s and changed names through the years, and now it's moved on to at least the fourth or fifth owner here now, from what Mitch was saying. So we wish them the best, and good luck to Matt Hunt and his two sons as they continue on with Beverly Tire and Oil, which will soon become Wayne County Tire and Service. All right, Bob. The Jackets, Wayne County Yellow Jackets, did very well yesterday. Very well.
Yeah, needed that win. Like I said, need 2 more. Get that number 1 seed. Surprising the playoffs already set for Monday. So first round state playoffs in baseball get underway Monday. So Wayne most likely going to be home, either a 1 or 2 seed, hoping to be a 1 seed. But need 2 more wins this week. And like I said, you can't slip up because BC's whipping up on New Hampstead. So we know we have to win these 2 games in order to win the region, because if we lose a game, BC's got the tiebreaker, so BC would get the 1 seed, we get the 2 seed. So that's the worst we can do in this region. We're going to be 1 or 2. We'd like the region championship, and hopefully to play for that Thursday with the win today at Southeast Bullock.
Okay. So 6 o'clock first pitch, and then we'll have right after the Wayne County varsity baseball game. We've got Braves baseball coming your way. Braves won last night, 7 in a row for our Bravos.
2-0 last night.
Yeah.
That's Freed another good outing. So.
Yeah, he's back from his injury and came back and did good. So Braves baseball all season long right here on 105.5 FM. Well, Mickey Tomberlin just texted this in. It says, just listening this morning, thinking about the timing. You, meaning Butch Hubbard, me, bought the radio station in 1992. Yes, I did buy it in 1992, 31 years ago. Beverly, Mitch Beverly bought the tire company there in 92, and House of Worship started in 1992. So, good folks. We appreciate Mickey Tomberlin tuning in this morning from House of Worship. All right. Well, they made the arrest, Bob, there on St. Simon's, in the case there with the kid that was taken to the hospital and now in recovery somewhere.
Bunch of misdemeanors.
Yeah, it must have misdemeanors for the I know for the adults. What was that? Something about their house or something like that. Keeping
disorderly house.
You know how many people around here has disorderly houses?
Contributed to delinquency of a minor.
Charge of disorderly house. Now, does that cover a large area there? I mean, could they walk in there and see your house a mess and charge you with disorderly house? So it has to be certain things that leads to certain crimes. What is disorderly house? I've never heard of that before, Bob.
I think it means hosting a party with a bunch of teenage kids with alcohol.
Well, that may be part of it, but see that that would be like doing something for the delinquency of a minor or something like that. But
supposedly they were home at the time this party took place.
Yeah, why do adults allow stuff like that?
Who knows?
I mean, I don't understand that. Why would they even allow something like that? All that underage drinking in their house and all that stuff going on there, But they got misdemeanors. I know that's for them. I guess it's for the young folks too.
Yeah.
Okay. But the charges have been filed, and the case will move on.
I say it's still under investigation, so we'll see if there's any more else. But
see if anything else comes from it. Yeah. And sometimes it takes a while to get all the facts together and get all the stories straight and see if everybody's telling the truth and not truth. And sometimes people don't tell the truth, Bob.
They didn't seem real happy with social media at the press conference.
Well, social media built the thing up like saying that he was autistic. He wasn't, according to the police there. And there was a lot of other things saying that other kids were involved that were supposed to be there, that social media, they, said that other students, other young folks were there who were not there at that house. And so there is no filter on social media. People can put anything in the world on there they want to put on there. There's no fact checking. There's no consequences. Unlike the media, like radio, television, newspapers, and stuff like that, we fact check. And but social media they don't have to. Whoever puts anything on there, and then people will believe things they want to believe. It doesn't matter what the truth and facts are; they will believe what they want to believe. And there's folks today who probably don't believe what facts have come out so far.
Just more concerned the incident took place at Food Line parking lot. So fortunately, no one was injured, but that was
all right. Let's go. We're moving away from the story in St. Simon's. And what happened yesterday at the Food Line parking lot?
Apparently, a bunch of shots were fired, a bunch of vehicles were hit, but fortunately, no one was injured. But several arrests have been made, waiting for those arrests. I talked to Perry yesterday. He's got several people in custody, but that was a scary scene yesterday. If you're out there just trying to shop at Food Line, all of a sudden shots are being fired in the parking lot. So everybody just ran and head for cover. So apparently it's gang related, but hopefully get the details and charges and arrest sometime today from the Jesup Police Department. But every law enforcement in Wayne County was on the scene yesterday at Food Line around 4:30 yesterday afternoon. It was a chaotic scene.
Just were there several vehicles involved, or one set of shootings?
Several vehicles got shot.
Shot.
Two gangs shooting at one another.
That's what I mean. One gang shooting at another.
Right.
Why in the world would they do that in the doggone Food Line parking lot?
because they don't care.
Apparently not.
These gangs have no respect for life. None.
They were just upset. One group was upset, the other set agreed, right?
Trials and see what's taking place with these gangs. I mean, it's just a bad situation. So hopefully, the police department made the arrest and gather everybody else was involved. Mm-hmm. It's just a bad situation.
I mean, was the shooting take place and they drove off and they arrested us somewhere else, or was the arrest made there?
I don't have.
You don't have all the details in there, and how many cars got bullets in them that may get caught. I guess these cars that had bullets in them were caught in the crossfire or something like that. Wow. Right here in Jesup, Georgia, gangland apparently allegedly shooting in the parking lot of Food Line. That is amazing. In the parking lot, not inside, folks, out in the parking lot. Man, that's something else, isn't it?
Scary.
It is scary.
Not good.
No, but they've made arrests and more details will be forthcoming. So hopefully by tomorrow morning's newscast, you'll have a little bit more details on what happened and how the case is moving forward and the details on exactly how did it happen. And, of course, if it's in a shopping center parking lot like that, you're going to have video. You know, most all these places have cameras facing out toward the parking lots. Most of them do. And so it'll be interesting to see what the video shows, if they have that. You know they have them at Walmart's because you can see these videos on YouTube all the doggone time about stuff that goes on in the parking lots of YouTube. Somehow these things get posted on social media and on YouTube and stuff like that. But you got all these videos out there of things that go on Walmart parking lots throughout the country. Okay? But Food Line parking lot, 4:30 afternoon. Apparently, from allegedly two rival gangs shooting each other. Some cars caught in the crossfire. Nobody injured. Several arrests have already been made. Does that pretty well sum it up?
That sums it up.
Okay.
I said the good news is no one was shot or injured.
And that is good news. That's good news.
Real good news.
But who would ever think that you're coming out of a local supermarket supermarket after buying groceries or getting ready to go in, and suddenly you're in the crossfire of some guys shooting at each other
in Jesup, GA.
In Jesup, and of course the local police have talked about the times they've been on here on the radio, talking about how the gangs have moved into the small rural communities, and so it's just not a big city problem anymore. As yesterday proved here in Wayne County. Of course, we've seen other situations like that through the years, too.
Unfortunately, they're around us. They're here, so something that law enforcement has to deal with. But, I said, you don't think you go into the grocery store at 4:30 in the afternoon, you have to deal with something like that. I said, just thank goodness no one was hit and no one was injured.
Yeah. This is not like something happening late at night. This is mid-afternoon, 4:30. Man. Somebody texted in concerning the case on St. Simon's, says, bottom line, money speaks. That's their thoughts, okay? All right, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Bob, anything else on your mind this morning?
I just hope to see a good crowd over in Southeast Bullet Day again. These are two big games for Wayne County. Hoping to win that region championship and get that number 1 seed. And again, we'll have all the details of state playoff action for you on Friday's Sportscast. We'll have the matchup, we'll have the time, have the ticket prices. Again, everything will be set by GHSA, but the first round set for Monday of next week, second round set for Saturday next week. So I already talked to Coach McDonald again. We've got that big golf tournament set for Saturday morning at 8:15. So if it is Wayne County's fortunate to advance and host the second round, that Saturday afternoon action will take place sometime around 3, 4 o'clock as well. So it won't interfere with the golf tournament. So please sign up for the golf tournament. All the proceeds go to the Wayne County Athletic Department. Again, that's set for April 29th at 8:15 a.m. at the Pine Forest Country Club. So get your team signed up. It's a 4-person scramble, $400 per team, $100 per player. So call the Pro Shop, 427-6505, and sign up.
All right, Bob. You have a good day. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, brought to you by O'Quinn Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Van's Barbecue, and First Southern Bank.